from Miami. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Pass him this.
And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Off play action, Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now it's Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down carry for Henry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And the Titans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Henry breaks a tackle. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Dolphins 7. Send this one away after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Tua to throw again. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown! Duke Johnson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. To get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Back to throw, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 21. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Now a handoff to Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You've got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they will take a knee here. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They'll run for it with Henry. And this time he is in. Yes. Derrick Henry Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Tagovailoa.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Tua to throw.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it again with Henry.
And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled imbalance.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 3rd and 8 situation, a tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. First throw in overtime for Tannehill. Oh, and
It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Harold Landry able to drop him for a loss of a couple. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. the play fake. Here's Jackson rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. That's to Watkins. What a grab that was. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there on 4th and 10.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Jackson will throw again. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Throwing is Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On play action, here's Tua. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On second down now, Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This one out quickly to Watkins. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now Jackson. Slings it to Anderson. It's complete. The tight end has it. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Play action, now it's Tua. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Finding Gaskin underneath. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Sanders.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's Jackson.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
And Jackson throwing once more. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. They've got his man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On second down, it's Johnson running right through him. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Finding some room at midfield. And some room to roam now. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Tua now on first down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
They get this out wide to Gaskin.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. After the sack on first down, Tua. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Now how about this throw right here. Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it won't.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. Got him in. It's Brown. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And some nifty footwork that time. It only amounts to a couple of yards, but could have been stopped before that. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's got this down to the 35. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Jackson. And that's complete to Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins... sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this is Parker, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Play action, now it's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Stays on his feet, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense. Breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Chubb will get the call running left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This is Gaskin on the carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Gaskin. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Tua throwing here complete to Gaskin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
The tackle made by Landon Roberts. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Mayfield's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb pushing through the contact. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
86 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. He'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To try again after the sack. Tua looking for the end zone. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
Second down and 8.
They run it again with Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 73 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they'll...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down. Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
197 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now Chubb. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
2nd and 5.
A give running right is Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Chubb.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They toss it left side to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
He's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good for Dolphins. First down.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 40 now on second down. Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 40-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Again, it's Johnson. Room here to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's Tua.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Sanders on for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Field to throw.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Uses the stiff arm. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They'll run with Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say: get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead.